The underhand serve. I never realized how much of a hot topic this was until I posted on Instagram underhand serve of mine, and I captioned it underhand serve, yes or no. And I got a lot of engagement on this post, and people were extremely opinionated and passionate about this topic. So in today's video, I'm going to give you my opinion on the underhand serve as a fan, as a coach, and as a player. So first, I'm going to give you my opinion on the underhand serve as a tennis fan. So I absolutely love watching somebody do an underhand serve. It is something that's very exciting. I often find myself rewinding the tape and watching it again. Recently at the Miami tournament, I saw Bublik do an underhand serve in the first game of the second set. I think he did 4 underhand serves in one service game, so it was very entertaining to watch. Of course, we know that Nick Kyrgios does underhand serves very frequently, and the most famous underhand serve of all time was Michael Chang against Ivan Lendl in the French Open, 4th round, I believe. And this is the underhand serve that everybody remembers because Michael Chang not only won that match, but he ended up winning the entire tournament. And guys, the reason why I love watching somebody do an underhand serve is because it's exciting to see the opponent's reaction. Usually the opponent is so flustered, they're so surprised, they're scrambling up to the net, and it's just something that's funny to watch. And this doesn't only apply to the underhand serve. Anytime something out of the ordinary happens in a tennis match, I find that to be very exciting, and I often find myself rewinding the tape to watch it again. So as a tennis fan, I love watching players do underhand serves. As a player, in my whole career, I've never done the underhand serve even a single time. And this is for a couple of reasons. Reason number one, from a tactical standpoint, it doesn't make any sense to me to do a serve that goes, I don't know, maybe 10 miles an hour or 15 miles an hour, where my serve is my best weapon, and I can often get an ace or a service winner. Now, players will often stand further back when I'm serving. This happens quite frequently, and it would make sense to surprise them and do like a little quick short serve like that and get them scrambling up. But to me, this is still a high risk move because they can easily move up to that ball, hit a decent approach shot, and put me under pressure. I am much more comfortable to go for that service winner or an ace. People often forget that it's actually kind of tricky to do a serve like this. It does require quite good hand skills to get the ball very low over the net and make it bounce low on the other side. And if someone does an underhand serve against me in a match, I feel insulted. I'm going to get extra motivation to not only win that point, but win the whole match. And this applies to most players. It is extremely insulting to receive an underhand serve, and that's another reason why I, as a player, don't want to use it. I don't want to give the other guy more motivation. I don't want to insult him, get him angry. He is going to want to beat me even more. So for those reasons, I would never ever attempt an underhand serve. And finally, as a coach, I would never tell any of my players to employ underhand serves. And here's the reasons why. While this might work a few times, it's not going to work long term, because here's the fact about underhand serves. The one thing that underhand serves have going for them is the surprise factor. So the first couple of times you do an underhand serves, the opponent is going to be surprised. They're going to be scrambling up, maybe missing the ball or giving you an easy passing shot. However, once you overdo it, the opponent is going to start expecting the underhand serve, and they're going to be able to do more damage with a very weak, slow ball, and it's simply going to stop working. So I would tell my players, look, even though an underhand serve might suit you well once or twice in a match, after all, it suited Michael Chang phenomenally well, I don't think it's worth it to do it for the following reasons. Number one, as I mentioned previously, you are going to motivate your opponent. Most players will get extremely insulted at an underhand serve, and they're going to want to beat you even more. Reason number two, most people perceive an underhand serve as something that's unclassy or unsportsmanlike. So if you ever have somebody watching you play and you do an underhand serve, you're not going to gain fans from that. The vast majority of the people will think of you as an unclassy or unsportsmanlike player. But my opinion as a coach is that it's not worth ruining your reputation. It is not worth trying to trick your opponent, trying to surprise him. Of course, it's legal. There's nothing wrong with doing it. But in my opinion, it's better to win the classy way. And it's not only the underhand serve. You can, for example, do the old Ivan Lendl trick. Basically bring the opponent into the net, and then when they're at the net, you could go right at their chest. Of course, this is a really good tactic. When you hit the ball very hard right at someone, they have very little time to react, and you're going to win the points most of the time. But this is something that you should do Absolutely not. It's unsportsmanlike, it's unclassy, and so is the underhand serve.